Alright guys, so the Utopia Kaiser card, aka the new prize card for the TCG, who's even been using this card, let's be honest here, but is it an actual good card? Probably not the best, but you know, I'm here to show things in action. It's a new 2016 friendly deck for the new ban list, but it's pretty interesting. At least someone's trying to, you know, do more innovative things in the game. And of course, we got the number 93 Utopia Kaiser again. It's not hit by the ban list at all. There is also this card, the Go Goliath over here. But the most important thing is basically just being able to make number 93 Utopia Kaiser and busting out 2 3K beaters. Now, it does half all the damage, but it lets you run over a lot of things in the game. Now, there you can see 101 was like, I'm gonna absorb that thing. But at the end of the day, he was forced to make that card, and you know, the Utopia Kaiser card isn't that bad. I know a lot of people trash talk it, myself included, I'll be guilty of it. But the thing is the card, it's not that bad. It can't be destroyed battle or by card effects, but I control another exceed monster, and you're gonna have 2 of them. So it basically gets you 2 monsters that protect your big boss monster, aka the Utopia Kaiser. But Potato Blaster, I give you again mad props for at least trying out the card, because no one is really playing the card right now. I don't think that there's another card that's going to make this card like worth any money. I mean, Minerva is a really good prize card, but like this card, I don't know. I just feel like it's mediocre, and I think a lot of you guys will probably agree with me. The Utopia Kaiser just is not the greatest card. I really think that it's okay though, because Minerva is a card that's so good that like I want a Minerva for other decks, but you know it's like $7,000. Okay, it's not $7,000. It's like a couple $100. But for the most part, like people want that card. But it's just too expensive. But just watch what the deck does. This duel is actually really good, Potato Blaster. But thanks for sending these in. But overall, I'd say the gadgets are relatively budget friendly. I mean, like the new stuff might make this be a little bit more expensive once the ABC comes out, because that deck does play gold and silver gadget at times. But I don't think it's going to be like a $50 card, like, you know, gold or silver gadget, that is. But I mean, dude, I've seen crazier things happen with Yu-Gi-Oh! So, you know, and before the gold and silver gadget, $50. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's going to happen. But there's another card that I thought was interesting that no one really talks about. It's called Monster Slots. So you target a face of monster, you control 1 monster in your graveyard with the same level, you banish it, and then you get to draw a card, reveal it. If the monster you drew is a monster with the same level, you get to special summon it. So it has that ability to just special summon, again, just extra monster. But you can see the Raigeki, not effective against Utopia Kaiser because they just got rid of those other 2 cards. Again, it just gives you 2 3K beaters. It does half any of the battle damage your opponent takes. But, I mean, like, you're still getting over a lot of different things when you make the new prize card, Utopia Kaiser. But it just sucks for those number collectors, man. I feel bad for some of you guys because I know a lot of you guys want to collect, you know, all of the number cards. You're a number hunter is what we call you, right? But like, when they make the prize cards number cards, it really kind of screws them over. But watch this attack over here. He's going to go ahead and whittle down his opponent's life points. But we got the Soul Charge here activated. Really strong card indeed, being able to summon all of those cards, and then he's going to get those effects to search, add. He's going to get those other effects to go ahead and add more cards, so he's going to go ahead and make the 101, but that's flipped face down. Then he's going to activate the monster slots. He's going to go ahead and actually be able to draw extra cards, and again, just all of the free summons that he's getting. He's got Diamond Crab King. He's going to go ahead and make Utopia Kaiser, and his opponent quits on him. Obviously, at this point, yeah, he's not going to be doing too hot. But yeah, just being able to get those 2 extra 3K beaters, obviously, is a pretty decent thing. When you're looking at a field that your opponent makes that has a bunch of big beaters, it's okay. Like, again, the point of this was just to show it off in action because, like I said, I haven't gotten any replays of Utopia Kaiser. Now, if you guys want to try out the deck yourself, let's go ahead and jump into the deck profile. And again, thanks for sending in those awesome replays because it's, again, just something that I haven't covered on my channel. And I know that once, I don't know, has this card been even given out yet? But I know it, like I said, there's nothing here that's like banned that's affected by the ban list. But it's kind of a fun deck, maybe if you guys want to try out. And I'd say it's pretty easy to play. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's like a rank 4 spam deck. I think Ultimate Offering is actually one in the OCG. Let me check. Let me double check on that for you guys. Ooh, it's actually banned in the OCG as well. Okay. This card is a really broken card in Gadgets. For those of you guys that didn't know about this card, you pay 500 life points and you get an additional normal summon. With the Gadgets, you can infinitely just summon. So literally lets you just do whatever. But the card's banned, so I guess it doesn't really matter unless... Ooh, what's this card? Yeah, Sushi, the Skull Knight. I've never even seen this card. What the heck? It requires Witch of the Black Forest and Ultimate. What the heck is this? The path to victory is a frightening with the level head. This card is also treated as a normal monster. What the heck is this? I've never even heard of this card. I know it says it's from the anime, so I assume it's like not a real card, but that's interesting. Huh. Well, I learn something new every day. But anyways, let's get started with the deck profile for those of you guys that are interested in running it. So we got 3 copies of Gemknight Sapphire. Gemknight Sapphire. Triple copies of those, 3 copies of the gold gadget. So what this card is, normal or special, which is actually the same effect as this. You just get to summon another level 4 machine type monster from your hand, and then if it's destroyed by battle by card effect, you can special summon 1 level 4 gadget monster from your deck. Now both of these have the same effect, so we don't need to go over them, but yeah, that's what they do. They just basically let you spam the board, and then you got 3 copies of the gold, 3 copies of the silver, and then we got 3 copies of all of the gadgets. Now, a quick little tip for you guys, because sometimes I notice this when people play in real life, when they summon the gadget, they're like, well, hold on, which one does this one add? In the picture here, if you guys can see my mouse, you see how the background here is that there is red gadgets in the background. So the green adds the red because you can see it in the background, and then in the red gadget over here, let me move this over here, and you can see that they're yellow. And then of course in the yellow gadget, the gears in the back are green. So that's an easy way for you guys to see, you know, which one you're adding. So quick little fun fact over there for some of you guys that are interested in playing the gadgets. And then we got 3 copies of the Tin Goldfish, which is actually a pretty decent card as well. I know someone's going to mention, why did you play Gigant X? That could be a card if you want to go ahead and try out. But I think more than likely you don't really want to make this card because this card doesn't advance your game state in that specific turn. It's much more advantageous for you to actually spam the board with other cards. Another card that I can recommend you guys to try out though is Chain Summoning. So you activate it as a Chain Link 3 or higher. You can normal summon up to 3 times this turn. So it's like a bad version of Ultimate Offering, although it is a quick play, and on top of that, it doesn't have to be set. So it does have its advantages. So you guys can try out Chain Summoning as well if you want to. But we got 3 copies of Monster Slots. Then we got the Regeki over here. 1 day at peace. A lot of times in this deck, you can make a relatively large field, and sometimes you can just stall for that 1 turn, so you can summon the gadget, pass. If it dies, you know, you're able to go next turn. If you guys want to keep in 1 day at peace, you could definitely make better use of the Gear Gigant X if you would like to go ahead and do that. But then we got 3 copies of Double Summon, so you just additional normal summon, pretty straightforward. And then Soul Charge, win condition on its own. Then we got 1 Upstart Goblin, and then we got 3 copies of Brilliant Fusion. I've noticed some people do this. They drop these cards, and if you would like to do that, that's totally fine. You can run copies of Max C just to have more consistency as far as just drawing those extra cards, so that can be an option as well. But a lot of times you just need like 1 or 2 cards, and then you can kind of go off and make those extensive plays. Again, just pretty much bringing out 2 3K beaters in the game. But yeah, you could definitely try that out as well. But as far as the traps go, we got the 3 copies of the Number Wall. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it like the original deck as he made it. But we got 3 copies of Number Wall, so you activate only if you control a number monster. Number monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by battle. I'm sorry, it cannot be destroyed by card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by battle except with another number monster. When a number monster you control is destroyed, destroy this card. So basically it helps out. There's another card called Reflect, which I know some people, I think, yeah, target's facing. Yeah, this card can also be technically used. If you guys want to try it out instead of number one, hey, I mean, this card inherently already kind of protects the card, but nonetheless, it does also protect the other cards, whereas XYZ Reflect, I mean, depending on what your opponent's using. I mean, obviously, if they're using, like, Regeki, then, like you saw in the duel, this was the only card that survived. But, yeah, XYZ Reflect can definitely be used instead of Number Wall. It's just kind of your choice as far as that goes. But then 3 copies of Call of Haunted for the trap lineup. And as far as the extra deck, you got the 2 copies of the Gemknight card for, of course, the Brilliant Fusion. And we got 2 copies of the prize card. Now, this is where it gets really expensive. Now, I don't know if they're going to reprint it soon. I feel like the Dark Lords got reprinted really fast. But for the most part, this card is going to be the only expensive card in here. If this card gets a reprint, then everything's really, really cheap in the deck for the most part. Yeah, it's going to be an expensive card, obviously, because it's a prize card. And then we got number 46, Dragleon. It's just because it's a beater. And then we have number 85, Crazy Box. Again, it's pretty much just used for the attack that it has. Then, of course, we have the Utopia, and then we have Ragna Zero. We have number 59, Back the Cook, or Crooked Cook, is what it's called in the TCG. And then we have number 18, Heraldry Patriarch. Then we have number 50, Black Shepherd Corn. Then we have 101, Diamond Crab King. And then we have number 30, Acid Golem of Destruction. Now, I also want to mention, even though this card has the effect that when you cannot special summon other monsters, where does it say that? For the rest of the turn after this effect draws any battle, and then you can't special summon monsters. So I believe that's for the rest of the turn. If that's how it works, if you guys want to try out this card, I can recommend it to you guys. The monsters have to survive, obviously. You can do some rank up stuff. So if you guys want to mess around with that, feel free to go ahead and do so. Another card I could recommend just in general, just because it's just so dang good against certain decks, is just to have this card, number, I think it's, is it S39 Lightning? There's a Utopia card I highly recommend you guys to have, well, you get, what's it? Is it called the Lightning? The Lightning. I just recommend you guys to have this card in here. Okay, yeah. I just recommend you guys to have this card just because it gets over certain things and like you can draw. Honestly, you only really need one Gem Knight Fusion to win. That's just kind of how the deck goes. Yeah, if you draw it sucks, but you know that's just how a lot of people run the deck. Or if you want to run two, you know, whatever your choice may be, you guys can go ahead and mix around that. But anyways, thanks for sending in the deck profile as well as the deck because I just thought it was something interesting to see a prize card that kind of sucks, but you know what? You made a video and you showed off how it was okay. It was okay. You showed off how it could be used. I feel like if they make, you know, some really good other cards in the extra deck, they maybe get effects when they go to the graveyard. Maybe this card can be good in the future. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys give a like button, a titty slap. And thanks for watching, guys. And I'm signing out.